part two of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I don't know if it's the same angle. It don't really matter. Right back to it though.
So she's blocking your way to the door?
Yes.
And
I wouldn't say blocking, sir.
But she's in between you and the door?
Yes, sir.
And are you sitting on your butt on the floor?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now you push off of you, and you said she's standing there with what in her hands?
The PlayStation.
All right, show me how she has this PlayStation.
She just has it up like she's about to throw it at me, sir.
Okay, show me where she has it at.
She has it up just like this.
Right here in front of her?
Yes, sir.
What, did she say what she's going to do with this thing?
She was getting ready to throw it at me, sir.
She's getting ready to throw it at you?
Yes, sir. I told her, give me my things.
Okay. What'd you do next?
I just picked my gun up and started firing, sir.
Okay. Did it hit her?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know, sir.
Did she fall to the ground?
She fell, and I just kept firing. And I rolled up and stepped, and it was coming back, and I just kept firing.
Okay. All right. Thank you for telling me that. When she was hit, she fell.
What is Ghost Recon? Ghost Recon? Ghost Recon? Is what you playing?
And it was coming back, and I just kept firing.
Okay. All right. Thank you for telling me that. When she was hit, she fell straight to the ground, or did she leave?
I think she fell by my knee roller.
By your knee roller.
Yes.
Still in the bedroom.
Yes.
While Tyrone's story hasn't been particularly coherent so far, his answer to the detective's next question indicates that perhaps he's also not being honest.
Where's the PlayStation?
And I don't know where it's at. This time I think it fell over.
It fell over? Did you move that PlayStation at all from the time you fired those rounds until the cops showed up?
No, sir.
A PlayStation with a bullet hole was recovered from the main bedroom. Interestingly, the crime scene footage reveals that Tyrone is either confused about where the PlayStation fell, or he's lying, as it was found not next to Stephanie's body as he claimed, but on top of the bed near his crutches, along with a shell casing.
Did you shoot them when they were on the ground?
I don't know, sir. I just kept firing. I just kept firing.
You made a motion like this, where like shooting down.
Yes, sir. When I looked and I was reaching for Stephanie, and I fired, and he said, kept firing.
Are you firing at Stephanie, or are you firing?
I was just firing. And I remember because he had fell and he was.
Tyrone has just slipped up. The detectives will confront him about this later, as soon as they have the evidence they need to confront him with the truth. For now, they let it pass, moving on to try and verify his claim that Stephanie was hitting him.
Can I look at the back of your head?
Sure, sir.
It's a little minor. We'll get a photograph.
Now, your shirt's ripped back here in the back.
Yes, sir. That day was tussling. She was tussling on the back of me before she pushed me off my knee roller, sir.
Tyrone's knee roller can be seen in the crime scene footage, right next to the bed in the master bedroom.
Tyrone, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna have somebody come by here and photograph you. We're gonna take your clothes, okay? And then we're just gonna have you sit down for a little bit,
Okay.
and we'll be back with you, okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or anything you want to say? No?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Tyrone, I'm gonna be with you every step of the way on this, okay? We got a lot of things to do.
It's over for me, sir.
It's not over for you, man, okay? I wouldn't say that, okay?
The officers get Tyrone's details for his phone so they can reach out to his parents to verify his story. They also get the details for Stephanie's phone so that they can contact her family to notify them that she and Ricky have been killed. As one officer leaves to fetch more water, Tyrone once again spirals into an unintelligible meltdown.
How did her blood get on your hands?
I was trying to.
I know. When did you do that? No.
I remember the PlayStation fell, and she fell, and I was trying to say.
back over?
And I said it's real like get fiery. He felt it and get fiery.
Okay.
While this hard-to-follow answer doesn't add too much, what Tyrone says next is very telling.
What she said, I see what you said.
Right.
I said this relationship is over.
I know.
And I called my dad.
Did your dad hear that?
I called him right after. I said, she said my son is like.
While Tyrone previously claimed that his dad heard the entire incident during a video call,
Not gonna cap as a grown man. I know the circumstances, right? But at the end of the day, they are still words, though. You murdered her and her son. That's wild.
this adjustment in his story dashes the detective's hopes of corroborating if Stephanie ever made this statement. They did speak with his father, and he said that during their video call he saw what he thought to be a hand swatting at the back of Tyrone's neck, and later heard 2 gunshots. However, he didn't hear the beginning or the rest of the altercation. The officer leaves again, this time to get the crime scene crew to collect Tyrone's clothing, abandoning the other officer to listen to Tyrone's hysterical crying alone.
It was such
Finally, the crime scene crew is ready, and so the detective explains to Tyrone that they need him to take off his clothes, put them in separate bags, and that they will supply him with new clothing. Tyrone's response is one of panic.
Do you understand? Okay, sir. All right. You're good right now. Get your arms out. Relax. Relax. I know this is difficult, man. What? I don't know how this happened, man.
As his clothes are being processed into evidence, Tyrone becomes deeply emotional.
I'm sorry, son.
Tyrone, I just got a question for you. When he came back into the room, were you scared of him?
No, sir.
Despite this claim now, during the 911 call, Tyrone has said that both Stephanie and Ricky had attacked him.
And I started hitting me, so I shot.
Where did his body fall?
Right beside his mom, and I just kept firing.
Okay.
There's a very good reason they are once again inquiring about where Ricky fell after being shot. There are quite a few things about Tyrone's story that just aren't adding up, and this is one of them. For now, they leave him in the interrogation room. Despite being alone, he isn't quiet, and after a few minutes, he can be heard talking to himself.
I'm so sorry, son.
For much of the time he's alone, Tyrone simply stares down at his hands before he once again begins to cry.
How you saying why you did it? Like, am I tripping? Please let me know. I'm tripping. Why is he saying why he did it? How is he saying how did this happen? You tell us. We don't know. You did it. What?
Throughout the interview so far, it's been clear that Tyrone's injured foot and subsequent limited mobility are central to the events of the night, though perhaps not exactly in the way investigators may currently believe. Tyrone's previous employer supplied some interesting background about his injury.
When he first started here, did he have any injuries or anything that you're aware of?
If I was aware of an injury, and I don't remember because it was over a year ago that I did the interview, he had no, physically, visually, I did not notice any injury. He was not walking with a cane, he was not limping, he was not complaining, and he did not mention any sort of pain.
Yet, as investigators will soon learn by the end of his employment, things had dramatically changed for Tyrone.
When he left here in
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I just keep seeing his face. A dude, right? A dude. I'm talking to you as a dude. You's a dude. I'm a dude. Alright. A dude walk up to you with this right here and this right here and nothing on his lip. Are you trusting him? Are you trusting him? Are you trusting him? Are you trusting him? Are you trusting him?
In September, I'm telling you, there was a clear deterioration in his health, be it physical and mental. I don't know a diagnosis, I'm not saying that, but he was distracted, he was more irritable, he became openly frustrated. So in the 6-month time period, you saw him go from someone who would sit here like you and I are sitting here to I gave him the opportunity to resign because he could not do the work here. He was not reliable, he was not dependable, and his disposition had changed.
She also mentioned that Tyrone was using a cane the last time she saw him.
As a result, I had contacted my HR director. I was really worried. I mean, I was worried, and I even said this to them, like, I'm really scared he's in a hotel room somewhere or somewhere dead.
It seems that Tyrone had started on a downward spiral a year ago, but no one could have imagined just how far he would fall, or the fact
I know what that is.
spiral a year ago.
That's a dookie box. Right? Right? Or I'm tripping. That look like one of them dookie boxes that you poop in and you send away and to get a test on your health. That look like a dookie box. Let me know if I'm tripping though, but that look like a dookie box.
But no one could have imagined just how far he would fall, or the fact that he would take 2 lives with him. When the detectives return to the interrogation room, they have the evidence they need to confront Tyrone about the undeniable discrepancies in his story.
I just talked to one of my partners over at the scene over there. I gotta clarify something, man. Okay? Why is there blood in the room?
Oh, sir.
The detectives have just asked a crucial question. They found blood in Ricky's bedroom, but so far Tyrone has been adamant that the entire incident took place in the master bedroom. Even during the 911 call, he made a similar statement.
Sir, where are they in the house?
Laying on the floor, ma'am, hurry up!
What room are they in?
In the master bedroom, ma'am, I'm standing right here!
Footage from the crime scene reveals that this, at least, is true. Both bodies were found lying directly next to each other near the door of the master bedroom.
The other side of this is Tyrone's a cold-blooded murderer who killed a child tonight.
No, sir.
Okay. Then why is there blood and shell casings in his room?
I don't know, sir. I didn't mean to kill. No.
Okay.
Despite Tyrone's adamance, the crime scene paints a very different and horrifying picture. Droplets of blood can be seen on the carpet leading into Ricky's room. As well, a shell casing is found lying next to one of Ricky's toy action figures, along with spots of blood and bullet holes on the wall over his bed. Back in the interrogation, they hit Tyrone with the truth of what the crime scene suggests.
But understand, there's also evidence to show that the young man was more than likely trying to get away from you. There's blood on the bottom of his socks, okay? There's blood in his bedroom.
Not only was blood found in Rick,
But see when he's saying that, he's calm. Look at him though.
Okay?
He's not. He's calm. Like what happened to the crying and hysteria, my boy?
There's blood in his bedroom.
He ain't shaking the feet. He ain't shaking the legs. He ain't crying. He's just listening. Like dang. Cause look at like.
Socks, okay?
Like, all he could do is agree, bro. This is wild. He said,
There's blood in his bedroom.
short words from our sponsors. We'll be right back after these short words with our sponsors. we'll be right back after these short words for our sponsors. I don't know if we back, but I think we back, so let's do it. Hey, I can't even hear me, though. Turn me up. There I go.
Ricky's room, but a projectile actually passed through his wall and entered the neighboring apartment. Police located a hole in the wall behind the neighbor's bed, and one of the residents remembered picking up something off of the floor. Not realizing that it was a spent projectile, they tossed it into the trash where it was later retrieved from.
What it appears is the body was moved. Did you move that body?
No, sir.
Tyrone, remember,
Yes, sir.
tragic mistake, cold-blooded murderer.
I'm not a murderer, sir.
Okay.
Why you so calm?
Did you move that body?
No, sir.
Did you move anybody?
No, sir.
This scaring me.
No one, sir.
Then why is there blood in his room? Explain that to me.
No, sir. I didn't move anyone, sir.
What?
When I looked up and right standing there again,
Where was he standing? When I
looked up, he was standing there.
How far away from you was she?
Maybe he was, sir, and I just picked up the gun and kept firing.
And you fired at him while he was on the ground?
I just kept firing, sir.
Did you fire at him while he was on the ground?
I just kept firing, sir.
Okay.
I just kept firing.
Despite all the evidence, Tyrone maintains he wasn't in Ricky's room. Yet the blood spatter in Ricky's room leads to scattered pools of red in front of his bed, as well as bloody vomit.
You can't explain, though, how there's blood in his bedroom?
I didn't kill no one in his bedroom, sir. I didn't move his body, sir.
How did his body get there, man?
And he looked up and he was there and I kept firing, sir.
Still attempting to get something out of Tyrone that can explain the evidence, the detective poses a different version of events.
Or do you want Tyrone is manipulating everything, and he murdered his girlfriend, and then he chased her 10-year-old son throughout the house, killed him,
Sir,
and then dumped his body next to the mother?
I can't chase anyone.
Okay.
Despite this claim, in a video taken on October 19th, only 2 days before the shooting, Tyrone can be seen in the background of a clip Ricky filmed, standing just behind his shoulder. Tyrone is wearing the same green shirt from earlier in his interrogation, and significantly, he can be seen standing and walking without any issue at all. Most heartbreaking of all, the evidence in Ricky's room suggests that the detective is correct. Not only does it appear that Ricky ran into this room to try and escape from Tyrone, but blood was found under his bed as he attempted to hide from him, getting blood on his toys in the process. This revelation also indicates that Tyrone's earlier slip-up hinted at the chilling truth.
Did you shoot them when they were on the ground?
I don't know, sir. I just kept firing. I just kept firing.
You made a motion like this, where, like, shooting down.
Yes, sir.
It appears that Tyrone may have accidentally revealed that he shot at Ricky while he was on the ground in his bedroom, potentially while he was attempting to hide under his bed. In a heartbreaking clip from one of Ricky's YouTube videos, he can be seen hiding under his bed because of a thunderstorm.
Thunder in Florida. Lightning. Oh, snap!
Well, there are 2 people dead tonight. Okay? I want to show you a picture. Who's that? Spell her son's name for me.
I swear to God. I always,
Is there?
I always call him
You always call her. You don't know her kid's name
or hero.
or Hero? That what his nickname was, Hero? Sounds like I was trying to protect his mother tonight. That's what I think.
And I wasn't doing anything, sir. The only noise that he heard
Not gonna cap. I feel like
was me coming off of my knee.
Okay.
While Tyrone has been unwavering in his conviction that everything took place in the master bedroom, blood was also found in the attached bathroom, including on the outside of the bathtub.
hey, any kid that grew up with the wrestling, man, and the hoops in the room, valid. That's how I was gonna say.
The walls and the toilet. As well, bullet fragments were found on the floor near the bathtub and toilet, indicating even more clearly that Tyrone isn't even remotely telling the truth.
Like, damn.
Nobody's sitting here saying that you're lying to us. But one thing that we do know is that we have our squad mates at that apartment, and they're telling us something different than what you're telling us. Hold on, just hear me out, okay? Your girlfriend tonight questioned your manhood, and that pissed you off. And then she did the unthinkable. She insulted you by calling you a, and she had the audacity to compare that to what your son did. And that pissed you off, and that made you snap.
I'm not sir.
Okay? I don't know if you don't understand what we're telling you. But something else happened in the room.
Oh, sir.
Something happened in the room.
The detective noted in the police report that, in contrast to his actions, he couldn't see any tears coming from Tyrone's eyes during this confrontation, despite his attempts to appear like he was crying. He also added that Tyrone was sweating profusely. This development throws all of his earlier panic and hyperventilating into question.
I'm going to tell you why I'm going to disagree with you. Because I know that you can't move great, but I know you can move around because you told me you moved from the bedroom to the outside before the cops came. So I know you can move around.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So it's very possible that you could have moved from the master bedroom to, because he was scared and he was trying to get away from you.
I wouldn't murder my kids, sir.
I didn't say you murdered anybody. It's an accident. Could have been an accident.
I wouldn't do that, sir. I just wouldn't murder kids.
Well, you're the only one with a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
So there's only one explanation for the shell casings and bullet holes in his room.
I'm not running from it, sir. My life is over.
Why is your life over? Tell me why.
I was just trying to leave.
Why is your life over?
And I made a terrible mistake.
You made a terrible, terrible mistake. And what was that mistake?
You said they done. And I tried to call for it.
This slight admission leads detectives to press Tyrone on why he may have been emphasizing his injured foot.
Tyrone, how much time passed from the time that you went outside and called for help?
Not even a minute.
Not even a minute?
No, sir.
That's pretty fast.
While Tyrone doesn't offer an explanation, investigators found a spent shell casing on the porch where he had waited for the police to arrive.
I was just outside the doorway, just to the gate.
When you went out to the doorway, to the gate?
To the gate right there at the tree, and then I hopped back in because I couldn't see anyone.
How did you do that with that injury?
On this bench, sir.
You hopped?
Yes.
You did that all in 1 minute?
Yes, sir.
With this statement from Tyrone, it becomes clear that he has been highlighting the issues with his mobility for a very specific reason. He simply couldn't have chased 10-year-old Ricky through the apartment and shot him, never mind later moving his body into the master bedroom next to Stephanie if he could barely walk. The question remains, though, is this injury actually so bad that it would prevent Tyrone from committing the crime he's accused of? Or does he just want the investigators to think it is? While he may have been wounded and had surgery 3 weeks earlier, it also seems possible that he may be exaggerating the extent of his injury.
But your story is everything happened in the master bedroom. I'm asking you. Did everything happen in the master bedroom? Is that what you're sticking to?
Sir.
Sorry?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Tyrone, if I can show otherwise, what do you think should happen?
My life is over, sir.
What do you think should happen?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
If I can show that what you're telling me doesn't make sense,
Yes, sir.
what do you think should happen?
I'm going to prison, sir, anyway.
Okay.
But I didn't murder them on purpose. I didn't kill them. I was trying to leave, sir.
I get that. I get that, Tyrone. I do.
Despite the detective's questions, Tyrone doesn't change his story, and the interrogation ends. Investigators at the scene noted that Stephanie appeared to have a contusion to her right eye, and it was swollen closed. As well, she appeared to have an entrance wound to her forehead and chest, as well as wounds to her arms and neck. There was another gunshot wound inside her mouth, which broke her jaw. This bullet had been fired at a downward angle and struck her aorta and lung. An autopsy revealed that Ricky had multiple gunshot wounds throughout his body, including his arm, skull, jaw, and neck, multiple wounds on his shoulders and his wrist. His right lung had a contusion, and a projectile was embedded in his right femur. There's evidence that some of the wounds were close range, and horrifically, none of the injuries were inflicted post-mortem.
Yeah, step up for me. All right.
It's all right. You have to kill me.
Well, I don't want you to fall.
Tyrone Johnson was found
threw him on the floor.
Found guilty of murder in the first degree, murder in the second degree, and aggravated child abuse. He was sentenced to death for the murders of Stephanie and Ricky Willis. It still remains unclear why Tyrone killed Stephanie and Ricky, and if changing the TV and Stephanie's alleged comments were all just another part of his elaborate lies.
Whoa. So, the guy Justice, he was lying, and I think now they are all dead. Amen. Don't stay in tax. Don't stay in. Ah, man. I don't know how to. Man. Yeah. Justice.